The Electoral Commission of South Africa is today set to give an update on preparations for the upcoming 29 May polls. This includes special vote applications and the list of voting stations. The Commission is also expected to give a breakdown of candidates contesting the general polls. The IEC is also expected to brief on key aspects of the Elections Timetable and related electoral matters. Our reporter Juniour Khumalo joins me now live from the IEC's headquarters in Centurion. Juniour, good morning. So a lot of housekeeping that must be done, and that's a very, very important part of this journey towards elections. But I'm sure that a number of the criticisms and concerns around the IEC and, various issues that it's had to fight in court will also form a big part of that feedback and briefing today.
Indeed, Iman, there's going to be a lot of housekeeping today with regards to the IEC speaking about its process of those who have applied for special votes and who need assistance when it comes to voting. Also, those South Africans who have indicated that they are going to be out of the country on the 29th of May and how those arrangements are going to go about from the IEC side. So that's going to be the housekeeping that the IEC is going to basically be speaking about. But as you have indicated, yes, there's been two recent judgments by the Electoral Court that have a serious bearing on today's briefing. The first being that of former President Jacob Zuma. The IEC had indicated that he does not qualify to be on the ballot, to be the candidate of Umkhonto weSizwe. But since he and his party, Umkhonto weSizwe, have since approached the Electoral Court, which last week found that he is actually eligible and should be on that ballot. So the IEC, after that ruling by the Electoral Court, has since approached the Constitutional Court. We know that the Electoral Court has not given its reasons for that judgment, but the IEC has said that it is going to go to the Constitutional Court on an urgent basis. It seems like the main issue there is the interpretation of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution, which basically bars anyone who has been imprisoned for more than 12 months without the option of a fine from standing for public office. So the Umkhonto weSizwe party had argued in court that this cannot be basically be employed by the IEC. It's actually the National Assembly, Parliament, that is actually has the right to implement this. So former President Jacob Zuma should be allowed to be on the ballot according to them and only prevented from standing for public office. But the IEC in those court papers now to the Constitutional Court have argued that if someone is not eligible for public office, then he should not be eligible to actually stand for the election. So we're just going to get that clarity today from the IEC why it decided to not wait for that full judgment by the Electoral Court, and it has already approached the Constitutional Court. But besides that, Iman, there's also that judgment that came out after the DA had applied to the Electoral Court basically requesting that the IEC increases the number of polling stations in countries abroad, countries such as your US, your Australia, that are quite big. So only individuals who are in the capital cities of these countries were eligible initially to vote, but now the Electoral Court has indicated that the IEC should actually have more voting stations in different cities in those countries as well. So that's another big judgment that came out last week that the IEC will have to basically speak about during this briefing, Iman.
All right, Juniour Khumalo, we'll keep an eye on this one as well, and as soon as it kicks off, hopefully we can take you there, although there are a number of other stories developing this morning.